It's not clickbait because most of my friends that we came in together, they've left the UK, and it's not just nurses that are leaving. Everyone that can leave is leaving, both the British people and
So hello guys, if you are new here, you are welcome. Thank you so much. I'm Varabella and I'm a Nigerian living right here in Australia. On this channel, we talk about motherhood, we talk about migrating to Australia, and I also show you a bit of what it looks like living here in Australia. And today we have a special guest here. Now let's meet Deo Goodness.
Hi guys, my name is Deo Goodness and I am a Nigerian currently living and practicing as a registered nurse here in the United Kingdom. I've recently just got my registration to Australia, and yes, I'll be making the big move to Australia. And I'm also a YouTuber that vlogs about life in the UK and my travels because I love traveling. I'm a travel vlogger as well. So yeah, that's it about me.
Thank you so much for being here. As you guys can see from the title, we'll be talking about why nurses are leaving UK to Australia. I've seen quite a lot of people moving from UK, and normally you would think that UK is also like a very wonderful place. So why are nurses leaving the UK to Australia? Of course, I've already made a video about what I love about Australia. Australia is a great place, it's lovely. But yeah, I would really love to know why some of you nurses are leaving the UK, because I thought UK was also good, right?
Oh yes, the UK is good, of course. I wouldn't say the UK is not good. I think the UK is one of the best places to practice nursing in the world. But some of us just like to try new things. And for me personally, Australia has always been on my bucket list to try as a nurse. I haven't visited before, but going as a nurse will help me as well. I love the lifestyle there. It's quite laid back and it's not as busy as the UK is. And another thing that is making me particular, because I think everyone leaving the UK to Australia or any other place have their own personal reasons. So I'm not just going to say everyone. And it's not just nurses that are leaving. Everyone that can leave is leaving, both the British people and other nationalities that are in the UK. So it's not just nurses leaving, or it's not just other nationalities that are leaving, even the British people. If you notice in Australia, you have more British people as well settling down there. So it's not just nurses or not just other people leaving. And one of the major reasons why people are leaving the UK for Australia is because Australia has better salaries. Generally in the UK, the salaries are not that great, especially for nurses working in the NHS. NHS is like our National Health Service, just like a government or private government hospitals in Nigeria. So they do not pay that much. So most of us either go to work full-time agency or go to private hospitals, or just leave the UK entirely to make ends meet, because it's very hard to survive on just NHS salary for nurses. So that's why us nurses in the UK move to Australia. And because the process of relocating to Australia from the UK is easier compared to when you are moving from Nigeria, so most people use the UK as like a bridge to come over to Australia. And another reason why people are leaving to Australia is the weather. Weather in Australia is far much better, especially for people that have grown up in Nigeria. It's far much better. Even the British people, they love the sun. Like any
they love the tanning.
Oh my God, any opportunity for them to go to Spain, they are there. So moving to Australia is like one of the best things for them because of the weather. And yeah, these are the basic reasons people are leaving. And personally for me, I'm going to Australia for space. Like, another reason why I'm going to Australia is for space. The houses in Australia that I have seen, although I know it varies, but majority of the places I've seen has loads of space, which is not really obtainable here in the UK if you don't have so much money, and emphasis on so much money.
I'm going to be making a video about Australian homes, and probably
that will be good. That will help me as well.
Comparing it to the UK or other part of the world. Yeah, houses here are quite large, they're quite big.
I know, and you don't really have to pay so much.
It's quite big. And knowing that you can also get like backyards,
you can have that here, but believe you me, it's going to be very expensive, as more than regular, and you will not even see that space. Look, I've seen houses in Australia, those spaces you can still, even no matter how much you have, it's very hard to see it, except you have millions. That's the level you need to get the kind of space you get in Australia. which is something a regular person in Australia can still afford, isn't it? It's just like in Nigeria. In Nigeria, you don't need millions to have good space.
Yeah. So the thing is, Australia has a lot of landmass.
Yeah.
It's not even touched like virgin lands everywhere, so it's not like that crowded like in the UK. So
yeah, the UK is like an island where there are not much spaces anyway. So
anyways, if you're interested in all that about homes here in Australia, let me know in the comment section. I'll be making a video on that. But yeah, thank you so much for answering that there. Another thing I want to ask is, how is it like practicing nursing in the UK? Like, how is the work culture and everything?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's amazing. Normally I just recently moved from the ward. I used to work in the ward where I, as a nurse, take care of 8 patients on a normal day, and when we are really short staff, I take care of more than 8 patients. One nurse to 8 patients. But I do have a healthcare assistant, so it's not just me. So me and my healthcare assistant take care of 8 patients. That's the normal. But I recently moved to anesthetics, which is in the theater most of the times, and I take care of 1 patient at every time. So that's like a big shift for me, much better. Work culture, my colleagues, they're all wonderful, they're all lovely. But I've come to realize that this is not the case in every hospital. There are some hospitals that are not so nice to their staff, and I have loads of friends coming to me to complain. So I wouldn't generalize that, but personally for me, I've had amazing, and I work 12-hour shifts. So basically I start from 8 to 8 or 7:30 to 8, depending on the shifts. So that's the number of hours I work, and I work like 3 to 4 times in a week. Most of the times 3, just once in a month I work 4 times in a week. So work-life balance is enough for you. Oh, is that enough? For the cost of living, that's not enough. I have to pick extra shifts, I have to pick like 1 in a week to cover up my bills. But generally, I think work life here in the UK is amazing.
It's actually interesting because I've seen a lot of videos on this our YouTube space. people saying that in their work places that is so hostile. People are not.
Yeah.
Many people say quitting nursing. I'm like,
they're not quitting. Some of them
quitting nursing everywhere. I'm like, what is going on? Why are you guys quitting? Because that's like a dream career. Nursing, I quite like nursing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't know why people are leaving.
But it's not as easy as people also think. It's draining.
How do you balance work and life? Yeah.
The UK has a very good annual leave package. Like most of the time, we get 5 to 6 weeks annual leave in a year. So I tend to use those times to travel and visit new places. So I don't really get stuck in the work or UK. And that's one thing people should try to incorporate in their lives. Try to get a break. And if you're off, I know you need to work extra shift, but try and get your off days to do something else. Like you can get a new hobby. It helps you as well. Like for me now, I started YouTubing, and if I'm not at work, I think of creating videos, creating content, and all that. It just helps me take my mind off nursing and healthcare as a whole. But when everything you think about is work, and then your circle of friends as well is all nurses or all medical personnel, it doesn't really help you balance. But when you have friends that are in other space, people can talk about tech, people can talk about something different. It just helps you balance that the world is not revolving around a hospital. So I think people just have to be intentional about it.
So guys, so I decided to, spice up the channel a little bit, bring in somebody
very necessary,
different country to speak to. And I know that some people also watch me because of, moving to Australia and that kind of topic. So it will be good to kind of compare UK and Australia as well. And on this channel, if you're new, we also do vlogs here. I do lifestyle vlogs. I show you around Australia. I don't just tell you how to get in here. I show you through my own lens what it feels like living here. And I'm a mom of 2. Anyway, go through my videos, you see all of that there. So I hope you guys like this kind of collaboration. Let me know if you want more, like bringing other people to come and just spice up things a little bit. This is end of 2022. Who knows what next year will bring and how this channel is going. But I'm really excited to do this with you, Deo.
Thank you so much.
You are very, very inspiring. I mean, you are young, you are very Thank you so much for gracing our channel. So if you guys love adventure, you love traveling, you love good energy, please, you need
Check
to
out my channel.
you need to visit our channel, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you, Deo. Thank you so much for gracing our channel.
Thank you so much for having me.
Look at you and it's easy to see